Hey guys, Ranshin here, bringing all yet another League of Legends commentary. Then before we start off and let you guys know the rosters, I'm going to tell you guys that I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter. Go there, Ranshin DA. Check it out, like, subscribe, whatever it is that people do. Also the video, if you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think, and I will continue to try to bring you guys daily, not so daily, but preferably daily League of Legends content, whether it is gameplay videos, commentaries, or maybe something else. You never know. Anyway, let's go over the rosters. On the blue team, we have Gymnast playing as Braum. We have badturk playing Nocturne. We have Cardrid playing the Caitlyn. FBG playing as the Lulu. Nasus being played by ahnyuhwan. On the opposite side, we have Elgabo playing as the Lucian, Hao Ding playing the Shyvana, ChuffeR playing the LeBlanc, I'm sorry. And we're just going to do some dancing over here. iLucky, also from ETA, playing Morgana and Carbon. Ooh, Morgana actually going for it there. And actually, unfortunately, some people are going to take a few hits. Probably going to be seeing some Bs there. Carbon playing the Lucian. I know for a fact that this is from the Oceanic server. I know that both Carbon on this team, on the opposite side, we have Cardrid. These guys both play for an Australian team called Oh Jesus. No, it's not called, it's not called Oh Jesus. Avant-Garde. So they play for their second team, I believe. Avant-Garde Alliance? No, not Avant-Garde Alliance. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. But this is the Oceanic server, so we have ETA as well, which I also believe is an Oceanic team. So, you know, we got, this is of course challenger level guys, so we're going to be seeing some pretty big plays. We're going to have Nocturne in the jungle. That's going to be interesting to see how he factors into this game. On the opposite side, we have Lucian in the jungle, popularized. You know, we're starting to see a lot more guys like Lucian come back into the game since the release of Feral Flare, as it's made them definitely more viable. Top lane Nasus against Shyvana. Pretty interesting stuff. I think Shyvana's going to be able to harass Nasus. Nasus, of course, the only thing he has to do is just constantly use Siphoning Strike to get last hits, and eventually he's going to become a beast later on in the games. Nasus is one of those guys that can kind of, you know, he can get completely out of control. You can constantly improve him. He can, you know, even past level 18, he can always get stronger. Just let him farm. Even if he loses lane a bit, it's fine because he can get back just with the power of the Siphoning Strike. Maybe not a top tier pick because his kit isn't exactly, should we say, you know, he doesn't have heavy, his spells aren't immediately applicable. Lucian taking a little bit of way too much heavy damage. They're being forced to pop some potions. I want to tell you guys this is patch 4.9, so this is before Dorn's Blade actually got the lifesteal upgrade, I believe, even though it says otherwise there. It's before the lifesteal upgrade. I'm seeing already some ganking here. Lucian actually going into the enemy jungler, getting some warning, getting some damage off on this Nocturne to do some counter jungle in order to force him away. And that's, I think Nocturne's gonna be fine though. He's you know, at this point he has enough sustained by himself to stay alive. Lucian is trying to get a little bit of damage, but Braum, of course, not gonna let any of that happen. Caitlyn can just force this lane constantly. She's gonna take some damage, but with Braum there in order to actually she'll be able to do a lot of damage. Are we gonna see some engage here in the jungle? Zhao yet again. I think I called him Lucian a second ago. I apologize about that. Zhao yet again going in the jungle, just messing with this Nocturne here. Top lane, Nasus coming really low, almost taking. Oof, he's gotta be careful there. And he fights this Shyvana. He does have some potions to stay alive long enough. Zhao, meanwhile, bottom here. He's just gonna go straight in from behind. They didn't even see this happening. He's just gonna go straight in for it. Is Caitlyn gonna go down? His teammates were a little bit out of position in order to help him. Black Shield goes off on this Lucian, but with Braum there as well, Caitlyn was in a good position to get away. I'm actually surprised that they didn't get him, but with Lucian being that low, he didn't want to all in. Obviously, didn't want to engage full on face first. But, you know, Zhao was in a perfect position to gank. Too bad that the purple team didn't have the positioning there to take advantage of that. Let's see how much. 39 bonus damage so far on this Nasus, so that would be 13 stacks, I believe. Seems like Nocturne actually thinking of ganking top. Mid lane, Not too much happening. We're going to see what happens. LeBlanc is a little bit of a level disadvantage, but we're going to see what happens once she actually gets level 6. Because level 6, she becomes dangerous and can really kill kind of everybody. Nocturne seems to want to try to gank here. Not sure how safe that is. And Zhao, he's just going to continue being Zhao. Run around, red buff, what's up? Bottom line, it seems things have equalized at least a little bit. Morgana doing a little bit of harass, going to take a bit of damage for that, but she's going to be fine. Lucian just staying safe and pretty this entire time, not backing despite this. This is the difference I think you guys will sometimes see with pros, is that a guy like me who sucks at this game will be at this point, or he'll, because if I don't, I'll probably get my ass killed, because that's what I do. But pro guys, you know, like, no, it's the AD carry, we have to stay in there. We have to stay in there. We have to do a little bit of damage. Now, Zhao yet again gonna go for the gank. She's gonna force a flash. She's gonna flash to go in on her, but there was a stun coming off. Not gonna be enough. Nocturne now coming in to counter gank as well. It's gonna be enough. 2 people low for the purple team here. I think Lucian gonna go down. The fear goes down on him. He will die, but is there anything else gonna happen? LeBlanc actually coming in as well. And that's gonna force blue team to actually back off. Is Braum gonna go down there? She doesn't have her ultimate. She's not quite as much damage as she would like. Otherwise, Nocturne's gonna turn in on her. Down her, also coming in just to get the slough. She almost, the passive almost helps her survive, but not quite. That's going to be a 2-for-1 trade there, I believe. Zhao, meanwhile, going to get himself executed. That's funny. That is good stuff. Let's see, top lane. Nasus getting himself 75 bonus damage on a siphoning strike. Let's glass it. I don't think I actually ever moved stuff around here. Let's see. Actually, totally forgot that I do this stuff now. See, Lucian. There we go, Lulu. There we go. Nope, Morgana, pardon me. There we go. See, there we go. Now we can say, oh, I see. It's kind of not surprising that Nasus is lower on life, but I think he will be fine. He still has, he's getting his Q stacks. He just has to be careful not to die. They both have their ultimates, so a fight might brew out. Using his W, or his E rather. It's not his W, it's his E, I'm sorry, Spirit Fire, to kind of force her back a little bit. But they're both tanky guys, and at this point Nasus just has to use his Q to stay in on this. Stay in this game. That's kind of how Nasus just stays alive in the game for you. Like, alive as in, not alive, but, what's the word I'm looking for? In the game, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. Relevant. There we go. Relevancy. All about the relevancy. See, like Zhao, of course, with the Caitlyn, they're constantly being pushed out, but now Zhao gonna go in, and then Morgana gets a nice root off. That might hold Braum long enough. Doesn't have his ultimate. He's just gonna jump to the Caitlyn. Zhao gonna turn around and spot that the Nocturne's there. He has the red buff. Does have his ultimate as well. Unfortunately, Zhao gonna get caught despite the black shield. Still gonna die. Are they gonna go at it? Nocturne gonna go straight on the Lucian. He's gonna use his dash. Nocturne gonna follow him with the flash. Tries to gets the Q off, get the double kill. Is he gonna get away in time, though? Is the tower gonna kill him? The tower does kill him, but Morgana goes down as well. Then Caitlyn, oh, gonna take the tower shots though. That's a double kill for the Morgana. Oof, 2 people dying to tower shots. A little too deep there. A little too deep. No, LeBlanc's is coming here. Force them. Oh, Braum, nice ultimate. He's gonna run around and try to stay alive long enough for the Lulu to come support. She's gonna use her ultimate on him, and that's gonna be a turnaround, I believe. Yes, it is. Nice play there by Lulu going in there in time. Braum just waiting long enough to stay alive. So that's gonna be totally fine. So let's see here. Shyvana and Nasus. Fight though. Fight though! Lots of stuff happening here. Look at this Shyvana, just up on this Nasus all day, all day. Interesting fight so far. Interesting engagements on all sides, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Braum thinking of going for it, getting his Q off there. Not in the perfect position to do anything. Lucian actually getting his damage off, and Braum being forced to block as much with the shield as possible. Middle lane, we're gonna see almost a gank coming off from his Zhao. Not actually gonna get any kills out of that, but that's okay. Sometimes you get kills, sometimes you don't. Nocturne also thinking of going in there. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him all mean. I am Nocturne. I am Mr. Shadow Dude. See, top lane, we're gonna have the Shyvana. She's gonna continue pushing, just continue harassing, taking tower hits. I don't care. I'm Shyvana, yo. Doing a bunch of damage to these. Nasus taking a little bit of heavy damage there. He's C7 strike does have 165 bonus damage, but is that enough? I'm not so sure. Ooh, almost getting. Ooh, actually getting a little bit forced back. Is she actually going on this? There's going to be an engagement. Dying on the tower. She's going to pop her ultimate on herself in order to pop people off. Morgana should die there. No. And now on the opposite side, we see Zhao, I'm sorry, going in there. He's actually going to die. He did pop his ultimate. That's going to be enough. Is Braum actually going to get alive? He popped the potion in order to stay alive. Nocturne coming in here at this point, though, in order to finish off this LeBlanc, and that's going to happen. Triple kill on the Lulu. It's a little nuts. That's 3 for 1. Caitlyn died, but they're going to take that, I think. They're going to take this tower as well. It's going to be an easy tower for the blue team at this point. Oh, let's see. Is Shyvana gonna go? Yeah, she's just gonna die. If he's gonna pop his ultimate as well. Both people popping the ultimates. Is Shyvana gonna continue this though? She was withered. She's gonna be forced to fight in the Spirit Fire if she's gonna want to. Seems like she's not. She doesn't want to fight while Nasus has his ultimate on. Is she gonna go? Nah, she's low enough now that she's not gonna engage in this. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, we did see the blue team actually getting the dragon. Nocturne doing a good job here of being a force and a presence across the map. Does have his cutlass, so he's working on his blade of the Rue King, as well as has his spirit of the Lizard Elder. Let's see what the rest of this blue team has. Caitlyn, now that she's pushed in the tower, almost getting her Bloodthirster. Braum just getting standard support items, does have his Tarkin's Brace, and as well as a Kindle Gem, so some cooldown reduction does of course help. Lulu at this point, just the Chalice of Harmony, doesn't have her Unholy Grail yet. And the opposite side, we see the Fiendish Codex, so she's quite possibly going for the Deathfire Grasp, just for the additional burst damage. It's kind of insane. She has already so much burst damage already, and then add in a Deathfire's Grasp, and it's just insane how much that actually becomes. Is she actually going to think in a Roman? I mean, I'm not sure if she has quite enough damage to just... Oh, well, their ultimate, she probably has enough damage to kill one of these people, but 1v2 is not exactly what you want to go for. You're going to have to be... Especially not with Braum, he can probably prevent your sniping. So let's see, I want to see what Nasus has at this point. He's the one on the team that hasn't done as well as maybe you would like. 228, I'm sorry, extra damage. It's not shabby. He does have a Glacier Shroud, as well as armor. He's building defensive as a shoot. Spirit Fire going down. He seems like he's going to get getting a lot of damage off in this Shyvana. Almost getting rid by the LeBlanc meanwhile taking a bunch of tower hits in order to do that. He did pop his ultimates in order to stay safe. Now Lulu gonna come up here as well. They're almost getting her there. LeBlanc, she's gonna die though. Shyvana almost being caught as well, but LeBlanc definitely gonna die. LeBlanc hasn't been as much of a presence on this game. She has been roaming, but her ganks haven't been, she hasn't been able to just get in, kill, get out, and be perfectly fine. She hasn't quite managed to do that. Seems like they're gonna gank on Lucian. Again, Nocturne gonna go straight in on here. Lucian gonna dash away, but yeah, Caitlyn ultimate's gonna just finish that straight off. Dash, I believe he flashed there as well, actually. He did. Flashed and dashed. Still not managing to stay alive. Doesn't have his Bloodthirster yet. Let's see, last hit was 71 to Caitlyn's 89. He has 1 kill, 4 deaths. Neither of the AD carries have been, like, doing perfectly, but Caitlyn doesn't have the advantage. They've been ganked. The thing is that they've been ganked bot like 2 or 3 times by the Zhao, and the ganks have been more unsuccessful than successful. So that's the jungler. So that's the jungler that could have been helping other lanes and has been instead been forced to help bot, and now they're caught out of position again. What's gonna happen? Braum actually just forced on this LeBlanc and just Lulu gonna come in here and just help kill her yet again. LeBlanc not quite doing enough for the team. 3 versus 2 here. Oof. Braum takes the root, but just gonna be perfectly fine and putting his shield up. Now just gonna take this tower yet again. A big tower advantage being gained by this blue team. The only lane that I think that might have lost maybe a little bit, but you can not even really. Just Shyvana has been doing a great job of forcing Nasus back, but Nasus has been doing a good job of just getting last hits on the tower. He actually has a kill as well now, so he's actually fine. Putting down his Spirit Fire and just trying to get his last hits with his Q. And doing a good job of doing so. He's a little bit low on mana though, so he's going to be forced to be. He's been back a lot of times actually, and I think his TP is down as well. So he's not in a great position when it comes to that. So she might actually, at this point, yeah, she's probably going to push the tower in. No, he does have his TP up. I'm silly. So that's why he beat. Knew the tower was low, but he's just going to be able to get this just fine. 282 extra damage on his Q. That's going to stay relevant, guys. That's sometimes why you see Nasus just staying top lane and not doing much of anything else. Just getting them stacks going, because eventually he's going to become ridiculous. Actually went Frozen Heart for the cooldown reduction. And now going Spectre Scalp. He's going to go heavy tank and just hope to get his damage out from his Q. Probably going to get a Sheen related item at some point in the game. You know, old school was Triforce. These days you see different items being played on him as well. Instead, let's see here, bottom lane, we're going to see yet another engagement. Is this going to be a 3-on-2 with just Braum and Caitlyn? Yes, it is. Nocturne, however, coming in soon. See if he actually going to manage to kill this Morgana. Lucian trying to get his ultimate off, but I think he's just going to get himself killed as well. That's going to be enough stacks from Braum's passive, and that's going to be 3 deaths bot lane. Blue team kind of dominating the map at this point. Top lane, it's just an island, pretty much. Nothing doing, nothing happening. Shyvana popping her ultimate and totally missing Braum there, just doing a little bit of damage. And she's like, I don't care. My ult's up if I need it. He can just turn around and Q her if he wants. She's gonna take some damage just from that, but he doesn't even want to. He's like, I want my stacks, leave me alone. Gonna be yet another tower here for blue team. They're just gonna, they have 4 towers to purple team 0. They've also taken the dragon that's been taken in this game, and they might even push this a little bit further. Shyvana, meanwhile, actually being taken down by Nasus. Let's look at this. Let's check this out, shall we? What happened? Fights going on the opposite side. Nasus saying, okay, I'm sick of you just standing around, not leaving me alone. Gonna Q her, pop my ultimate, Q her again, run around, just kill her, wither her so she can't run away, and blam, and she dies. Can't stay too close to Nasus, especially not when he has cooldown reduction, because he can just pop his Q constantly. See whether this blue team actually manages to get this tower or not. Yes, they are, but is the inhib going to go down? It's going to be 3 versus 3. Lucian kind of a little bit out of position. He has to be careful. The black shield is on him so he doesn't get stunned, but still has to be very careful. The inhib might actually go down. Nocturne just forcing these people back right here, just staying a threat close enough to them. Still only has his cutlass, but with these couple of daggers, he's going to take this down easily. Now bottom lane, Lulu's actually going to be back. They're not going to force the back. They're staying around a little bit too long. Me thinks they probably shouldn't be staying here for quite this long period of time, because they might get caught out a little bit. Because Shyvana's now in here as well, and they're gonna get low on mana. Caitlyn has no mana. Braum has very low mana. Nocturne's out of mana, so nothing doing. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Nasus is just gonna get himself his lane. He's not even trying to push it hard. Just wants his Q stacks, and he might consider pushing this tower, but I don't think he just wants to normalize things. He's gonna have to join fight. Like he at normal times like this, people would want to say, okay, you should probably join fights, dude. You're in a little bit of, you know, you're leaving your team out to dry a little bit. But oh, Morgana, nice there, taking the ult. Is she gonna die for it? They're gonna get her shackles off. That's only gonna tether to one person. That's not gonna be enough. Lucian probably gonna die too. Oh, so low. Is Caitlyn gonna go for it? Not gonna manage to. So low, but he's still gonna stay alive. At this point, I'm not exactly sure if this purple team can actually do anything to get back into this game at this point. I think they're in a lot of trouble. Look at this. Ow. Ow. That's gonna be both of these towers going down. Lucian really low. He's gonna try to force people back, but at this point, it's not gonna happen. Top lane, Shyvana is actually gonna go force back, and Nasus, is he actually gonna join the fight or not? Oh, look at this. Nocturne also coming back in there. Does have his way to doing cans. Going to be damaged. I'm going to be very surprised if they don't just finish this off right now. Especially if Nasus joins the fight. He's kind of just been playing by himself top lane at this entire time. He's just going to teleport in just to help him finish off. Really just, yeah, hi guys. I've just kind of been playing top lane. Sorry. Has a spirit visage as well. Maximum tankiness and cooldown reduction, and that's gonna be the end of the game right there. People gonna go in at the last second, try to do a little bit of damage. Lucian gonna get taken down pretty fast, and meanwhile the next is just gonna get taken down as well. So that's gonna be it for this guy. And hope you enjoyed the commentary as well. As usual, just like, comment, subscribe if you liked the video. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and just overall let me know what you guys think. So GG guys, Ranshin out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.